Hey YouTube, hey Bold and the Beautiful fans. So Hope now declares war against Steffi because of Steffi's power play, okay? So we know Steffi now wants to eliminate Hope's fashion line, Hope for the Future. We saw that confrontation in the CEO office. Of course, Steffi is the co-CEO, and it's apparently her choice. Hope brought up, what does Ridge think about this? But apparently that's not gonna matter too much, which makes me wonder how much influence Ridge really has, or is Steffi really the one running the show? And what about Eric? How much influence does Eric have? How many shots does he call, right? So we're gonna have to see, but we saw Hope and Steffi have that confrontation. The line isn't doing very well. And so, of course, we saw Steffi talk to Carter about that, and so the numbers are down. But now Steffi wants to completely eliminate one of the biggest assets to Forrester Creations, and has been for a long time, Hope for the Future, Hope's fashion line, which has been very successful with Hope and Thomas working together. Of course, Thomas is gone now. He's in Paris. That relationship fell apart, and Thomas is no longer designing for Hope's line anymore. And of course, Hope blames Steffi for that, for persuading Thomas to leave, and Brooke and the Logan sisters, well, Brooke does anyway, tends to agree with that too, and of course that's how Hope feels. So now Hope feels that Steffi is continuing to try to take away from her by now not only destroying her relationship with Thomas, okay, but now trying to take away her fashion line. So Hope now is really upset about this, and she goes over to the mansion, Eric's estate, and talks to his mom and his aunt Donna and Katie, and basically says that Steffi now is trying to take away her fashion line, and Hope is saying this means war, okay? So now there's this rumor, idea, and it looks like this is gonna happen too, that Brooke will be involved in this big business story. And we saw this week, right, Eric complimenting Brooke about her contributions to Forrester Creations over the years, right? The belief formula, Brooke's bedroom, the first men's line, right? All of these, Eric said, are innovations that changed the company, okay? And so Brooke is also saying that, she misses having an active role in the company, okay? So, it looks like maybe Brooke is gonna get back into having a powerful position in the company, which makes me wonder if she's going to be co-CEO, okay? Obviously, Steffi is a co-CEO, and so is Ridge. But will Ridge step down or be replaced somehow, okay? And then you have Brooke and Steffi as co-CEOs, and obviously there's going to be a lot of tension there, okay? This is kind of like Chancellor Winners too, over on The Young and the Restless, where you have Billy now against Lily and Devon, okay, over there. So there's like a 50-50 tug of war thing, okay? So could that happen now with Forrester Creations on The Bold and the Beautiful? Will Steffi now have to deal with Brooke, right? Is Brooke gonna get into that co-CEO position? We'll have to see about that, okay? But there's definitely going to be this business storyline, and Hope now is declaring war. So, it looks like the gloves are off. And of course, now it seems like maybe Hope was maybe thinking about the idea of Finn, but there's been this friendship there. But maybe Hope now will aggressively start to pursue Finn and try to really get back at Steffi, because at this point, Hope is feeling like she's just being, just being attacked, and whether she's right or wrong, whether this is a business decision or not on Steffi's part, we'll have to see how Ridge feels about it. I'm assuming Ridge is going to side with Steffi, but we'll have to see how Eric feels about it too, because Eric still has to have a lot of influence on the company. But maybe Eric can pull some strings, and maybe Brooke can get some sort of position, if not a co-CEO position, maybe another position. We'll have to see about that. I don't think Carter's COO position is in jeopardy or anything like that. But we'll have to wait and see how Brooke is going to impact the company. But we know she's going to pull for Hope and try to save Hope for the future. There's also an idea that Thomas returning in mid-June could end up being the hero who comes in to save the line, but I don't know if they're going to go in that direction. It could be Brooke now who saves hope for the future. So we can expect a lot of tension and conflict and juicy drama coming. If it's Brooke versus Steffi, that will be a lot of fun and it'll be really exciting. I'm going to be really interesting to see what position Brooke takes, what position she wants, how she's going to get in there. We know she has a lot of allies with Katie and Donna and Eric. Eric most likely will side with Brooke and Ridge most likely will side with Steffi, but there could be some sort of loophole in here where Ridge is removed as co-CEO. So there's all kinds of ideas and theories out there about what could happen. But my thinking is that Steffi's probably not going to lose her power position, okay? So I'm thinking something could happen with Ridge, or maybe even Ridge decides to take a step back. Maybe something happens where Ridge has to. Maybe Ridge experiences a health crisis of some kind, or something happens where Ridge has to take a step back and Brooke is in there, okay? Again, I'm just speculating, just guessing here. But I think one way or another, Brooke is going to have this big business storyline and she could end up being the one who saves her daughter's fashion line. So it's going to be really exciting to see how this all unfolds. But what do you think? Do you agree with Steffi's decision to end Hope for the Future? Hope for the Future has been a great line for the company. And if Hope for the Future is gone, then that means Hope is probably not at Forrester Creations. And I think the show wants to keep Hope there, right? Because if she's not there, then there's no drama. There's no conflict, right? They have to keep the conflict. So they got to keep Hope around, right? So my guess is that they'll probably save Hope for the Future, and that Hope now, too, is going to go after Steffi. And what that means is she's going to go after Finn. So one way where Hope can get revenge on Steffi is by stealing her husband. So we can expect Hope maybe to maybe move in that direction more. So we'll have to see about that. We'll see what Hope does, but it should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of drama as this rivalry between Steffi and Hope, it gets even more tense and goes to the next level. So it's going to be a hot summer. So we'll see how it all plays out. But Brooke's going to be involved in this story and could end up in a position of power and end up helping save her daughter's line. So we'll have to see about that. But what do you think? Do you think Steffi's right? Do you think Hope's right? Do you think Brooke is going to save the day? Let me know your thoughts. And hey, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.